Hello everyone, this is Rishabh God. Today I'm going to talk you about what is backend developer and how you become a backend developer. So there is a two side in the website. First is a client side where you interact with the website, and it's another part that's called a backend. Server side, this is a part where you can't see, and it's always run behind the scene when you perform any of the task on the website. Basically, backend side, its primary focus of the backend side is writing a backend logics, server, API, and database. So actually, the code written by the backend developer, it's actually help the browser to communicate the browser to the database, store the data into the database, retrieve the data from the database, delete and update the data from the database. Let's take a simple example to understand backend more clearly. So okay, you visit a website like a Google form and you want to submit your data. So what you do, you just fill the form and click on the submit button, and after clicking on the submit button you got a response page. But in between clicking on the submit button and getting the response page, in this duration they are going from some processes like your filled data form going to the web server, form process script running, check the validation. After checking the validation, it send your data through the email to you, save the data into the database, and sending you a response page back. So that things it's work behind the scene. So that's pretty much about the how the backend is work. Let's talk about the today main agenda. What the skill required to become you backend developer. So these are the topics which are important as a backend developer: server, database, programming language, and APIs. Let's cover all the topics one by one. Let's move with the programming languages. So there are plenty of programming language are available in the market. So there is you can go with at least one of them. So Java have a great library of framework like Hibernate, Spring Boot. Node.js is a runtime environment for running the JavaScript codes, and it have a framework like Express.js, Meteor.js, Django. Python is there. It's a simple and easy to learn, and it provide a framework like Django and Flask. If you go with the C#, you have a knowledge of C#, you can go with the ASP.NET like framework, MVC.NET framework, and there is plenty of more like PHP, Ruby on Rails, Golang, and there is some stat. We are just showing to you the top-notch language is JavaScript. After that, Python, Java, C#, and you can see that. So this is a stat. We are just going. I want to see you. Actually, I want to show you. So let's talk about the another topic. It's a database. Every website need a database to store the data of client side and content of the website, and it's a help us, and it's a simple to recover and arrange and store the data of your content. That's why we are using the database. And as a backend developer, you should have extensive knowledge of database. That's a necessary part. So in the market there are two type of databases available. One is SQL, another is NoSQL. SQL is a relational database where they store the data in the form of the table. You can see in the picture there is a store the data in the form of the tables. But In NoSQL, it's nothing like that. It store the data in non-relational table. It means it store the data in the dynamic format. It's a totally documented oriented database where I store the data in the dynamic schema. You can check it out. And there are some database managements, popular ones. It's a MySQL, SQL Server, PostgreSQL, MongoDB, and many more like MariaDB, DynamoDB. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next topics, that is API. And API is actually stand for the application programming interface, and it's providing a medium through which two computer software can talk to each other. Like, take an example, as a user, what you do, you open the YouTube and you interact with the GUI, graphic user interface. You interact with the website. That's a front end part. So that GUI actually tell you what's the basic function. It's a like button, it's a comment section, it's tell us you. In a similar fashion, client side means your website GUI actually communicate with the server through the this API. And server actually there is it's a like a medium through which your client and server talk to each other. Your server is the one who provide the API key, and client is the another one, your computer is another one who consume this API key. Let's talk in a little simple language. You click on the like button. Okay, it means your client side actually what it does, it send a request through the API and say to the server, hey server, could you add my like into your database? And server take the response and server do some validation, is it right candidate or not. After that, after they send a response through the API. So that's pretty much about the API. And let's come on to the next one. It's not least a server. Actually, every website you see over the internet, all websites are hosted somewhere else where the computer can never turn off. It's always running on behind. It means that thing is called cloud and server. So server is the essential part for the backend development. Have a good knowledge about that. So there are some clouding platform are listed. I'm listed here. It's Amazon Web Service, Google Cloud Platform, Heroku, Microsoft Azure, and that's all. That's a basic knowledge about that. And thank you. If you have any query, let me know in the comment section, and take care. Bye bye. भाई सब फाड़ दिया, पड़ गया मुझे ऐसा लगा।